Scorpio, this is Amber with Lives in Sync Tarot. This is your spiritual reading for September 2017. So your major arcana card is the Hierophant. And reminiscent of all of your other readings, this is about your belief system being challenged. Okay? What it is that you're holding on to, what it is that you have around you is being challenged. What you believed in, what you were following, okay? What you are a slave, I don't want to say a slave to, but a follower of or a believer in. One of your oracle cards is spiritual growth. And what happens is these walls come being knocked down. Okay? What you believe in, your structures, your old belief system is being knocked down so you can grow into a stronger person, so you can go further on your spiritual path. That's the only time that comes up, is when your spiritual path is about to be open to you. Okay? You also have change. I rarely see this card. I almost think that this is the first time I've ever seen it, to be honest. And it says change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Exactly. So you have to make the choice. You have to move away from this old energy to get into where you belong. Nothing can grow, nothing can evolve, exactly, unless you release. It's important to release and follow your path of spiritual growth. You also have child. You care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, requires love, affection, and attention. You can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. Not only the children who need you, but the inner child who needs you. So what happens is, when you release all of this old energy, when you release all of these things that you used to believe in, it leaves you open and abandoned and feeling again like a child. You have to nurture that energy. It is scary, but you need to move to grow and evolve, okay? Which is interesting because you have orphaned. And orphaned is about being left alone or feeling abandoned, just like you will feel after you release these old thoughts and energies, okay? So it says surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to divine and let spirit work its magic for you. Exactly. Spirit has their hand in this, okay? Especially with these two cards. You have to surrender. You may not need to understand. It's not for you to understand. And that's why this says that change. You have to move. You have to go. You have to separate, okay, in order. But even though you'll feel naked and abandoned, remember that you do have spirit there to guide you. So for your oracle cards, before we get into the orphaned, you have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune brings change into your life, okay? It could be something you started without even knowing, or that you know. But what it does is it continues to lead you on your journey. The wheel is starting to spin. It may have been stagnant for a second while you were standing or feeling content in a place that you weren't supposed to be, and then it started to move again, is what I'm seeing. So all of these cards fell out together, so I don't want to read them separately, okay? So first you have the Page of Cups, and this is an offer. This could be an offer of love, but for spirit, this is an offer to you to come in sync with your path, with the beginnings of who you are to become, or who you are on your path. The Tower comes to knock down old thoughts and old beliefs, as you can see here from this reading. To knock down those old things so you can grow, so you can become different. This is the Hangman, and this is about gaining new perspective, okay? Opening up, seeing things differently. That's why the Tower comes, so you can become in sync with what your journey is and move forward. You also have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is about being stuck. So I feel like all of these things are going to happen to you, and you're going to feel like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to decide. I'm scared. This is different. What about what others will think? These are the things that will flow through your mind. So the card is orphaned. It actually came up sideways. So what I'm going to do is read the normal passage and the reverse passage, because it could be different for either, for any of you. So I'm going to read both of them. I want to make sure that it focuses. Okay. So this card is about a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, and uncertainty about your place. We were all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society, and a larger culture. No man is an island. And it's important to recognize that when a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. This issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep loss or confusion. Address the need for belong and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. So on the reverse meaning, the shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliance you have formed and make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. Thank you, Spirit. So Scorpio, that is your spiritual reading for September 2017. I will see you next month. I love you very much. Love and light.